Hey, what's up, everybody? Mikey from Postocalypse here. So today we are going to try to explain a four-wheeler as if no one's ever heard of a four-wheeler before, huh? ATVs for dummies. Some people call these things ATVs, four-wheelers, quad bikes for some reason. Some four-wheelers have their brakes separated, like this one. This is the back brake here. It's ran by a cable, goes to the back, it only stops the back. This is the front brake up here. It's ran by hydraulic. It goes up to the front, splits, only does the fronts. Down here's our throttle, goes to a carburetor. This is a carburetor unit. So over here on this side, opposite the throttle, we have our choke lever. These old girls like to get choked before they start up. We have a kill switch right here. This is pretty standard on anything. It has a kill switch. This one has headlights, so the headlight switch over here. Hey, what baby girl? Shine bright like a diamond. Oh, let's turn it off, huh? There's sport quads, there's 4x4 quads, there's mini quads. This one here, right here, this is a 4x4 quad. That one is a mini quad. This one is called a Yamaha Bruin. Yamaha is the company that makes this four-wheeler. Bruin is the name of this four-wheeler. Eton is the company that makes that one. TXL50 is the name of that guy. We call this one Ladybug. We call this one Sarah. This right here is a grab bar that we put on Sarah so the kids have something to hang on to. This one has four-wheel drive, so the four-wheel drive button's right here. Nice. The ignition on this one is right here. It varies. This ignition may be over here on some, it may be up here, it may be in here, maybe all over the place, right? Because this is an automatic, there's no gear lever to shift anything on here. Some of them have levers to shift 1 through 3, and they call it a semi-automatic. You see a lever over here, it's not a clutch, it's still a brake, and you shift 3 gears with the foot lever. And you have other four-wheelers, like sport four-wheelers, that are like a 5-speed, and this lever over here is a clutch, and you shift, like 5 down there, 6 even maybe. And the back brake is over here. On a lot of four-wheel drive four-wheelers, this back brake ends up never working because no one ever uses it. Because why would you? You got hands right here. On a sport four-wheeler, that back brake works all the time because you're constantly using it to slide the ass end around. This on the top is the front rack. The front rack's on the top. This up here on the front is a bumper. This is a bumper. This is the front rack and this is a bumper. And this is a rear rack back here. Rear rack. If it had some stuff back here, it would be the bumper. This big thing in the front right here, this is how you can look at it and know for sure it's got four-wheel drive. This is a differential for the front. It's got these 2 axles coming out that make the front wheels turn. This right here is a deflector, so sticks don't come in and smoke your CV boots. Sometimes the stick will come in at a nice angle and still get that guy. Bomb, put a hole right through it for you. See, that's what these are for, and they're good for that. This bad boy's got a pull starter on it. Some units don't have a pull starter on it. Some units do. It's good to have one in case your battery dies, you're still able to start it. On this Yamaha, this is where you check the oil. Not all units have it right here. It could be over here, over here, over here. But almost every single one does have a spot where you can check the oil. This unit's air cooled. You can tell by the fins, but it doesn't stop there. Because up front, you'll notice a little tiny radiator. Well, that radiator is an oil cooler for the oil. So this engine's air cooled and oil cooled. A lot of ATVs are liquid cooled or air cooled. This right here is your fuel Petcock. On the top is reserve, on the bottom is on, in the middle is off. It's good to run it around in the on position, and then when it runs down, flip it to the reserve, go get yourself some gas before you run out totally. Every ATV has these stickers on it, these warning stickers tell you age, tell you use a helmet, not to drink and drive. But most importantly, it tells you tire pressure. Factory tire pressure is nice to know sometimes. Put things back to standard after a long haul. If you come to the back here, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you come to the back here, we'll see these are those brake lines that come back, actuate your brakes back here. This is a vent tube that comes off the back of this. So they have this tube here to come off of here, and it has this clamp on here, and it'll go up a bit higher to keep water out of here. Same thing, this right here, this is a clutch duct, your clutch exhaust duct. So it'll connect up there to your clutch
to your clutch cover, and it'll come up all the way to the top here, right here. So this way, keep water out. This is why if you go into water this deep up to here, water will get all up in there for sure, and you'll get your clutch all wet. And you have clamps right here. If these clamps aren't tight and water gets in there, then your belt and your clutch will get wet, and your belt will slip, and you can burn it up. If you're in water and you rev it, and your machine revs right up and it doesn't move, don't rev it anymore. You have water in your belt, and just get it out and it'll be all right. Back here on the four-wheel drives, a lot of them come with some kind of hitch. So you put a ball or something. This one's got this flat little plate here. Put something on there. This one also has a rear axle in the back with a shaft drive and a monoshock right here. Now, a lot of units these days are coming with independent suspension in the back. So it looked like something in like up front, except back here, and you'd have drive shafts that come out and whatnot. This setup is really nice for utility and work because it's really tough and holds together well, but it's a really, really bumpy ride, very bumpy ride. Most four-wheelers have some stuff under the seat that's pretty easy to get to with like just a latch. We got air filter, a battery, little compartment, and then some fuses and stuff. Most ATVs have these things in this general area under the front storage or under some kind of back storage here. They usually put them in some kind of reasonably decent location to get to. This right here, this is the belt cover, the belt box, and clutch housing, all kinds of stuff you can call it. Point being is your belt's in here and there's two clutches in here. This one goes off the engine, this one goes to the transmission, and the belt connects the two. There's a lot of ATV manufacturers. There's a Honda, there's Kawasaki, there's Yamaha, there's Can-Am, and there's a slew of others that I'm not even mentioning.
One thing I always thought was very amusing with this ATV is the keys always had a Suzuki tag on it. I thought that was groovy. I got zip ties holding my front rack to my front bumper. I got little bits that aren't even attached. the pull cord's got some stuff in it, you know. My throttle cable, yeah, she's fucking tweaked. Grab bars, bolts broken. That's pretty safe, huh? And this old Carbotron leaks a little bit, but you know what? This is about the funnest thing that we own. My kids love Sarah. I love Sarah. She's the best worker I've ever met. And she's a damn good babysitter. So if you didn't learn anything about ATVs, hopefully at least you got out of the video that you should at least own one. You don't even need to know anything about it. You can pay someone like myself to take care of it.